So welcome to Cryptonomy, and the inflation numbers are out, guys. Now, of course, we knew that this is going to happen. This is definitely not something that we weren't expecting. The official expectation of the CPI numbers was actually 8.2, 8.3%, and we have it at 8.6%, which is, by the way, the highest the US has ever seen in 40 years. 4 decades, guys, 4 decades. And again, as I said, this is definitely not something that we did not expect. Yet we are looking at the S&P 2.43% down today as of now, which is crazy if you look at it that way. If I just maybe quickly refresh the stocks, look at Microsoft, it's down 4%, Google 3.5%, Amazon almost 5%, Apple same thing, 3.3%. So all these big stocks, they've gotten hit, and they've got hit pretty bad. Now, a lot of funds are going out of the tech stocks because they are perceived as risk on assets. In parallel, if you look at Bitcoin, it saw a massive fall as well. Now, did it recover a little bit from the low it made of about $29,200? Yes, it did, but that's also a very strong support level that we have been watching, right? So it's an expected bounce. However, with that being said, given the inflation numbers, there is more volatility in the store looking at the stock market. Right now, the crypto market is highly correlated with the stock market. Ethereum is making fresh lows, by the way. An altcoin as strong as Ethereum is getting weak. It touched almost $1,700 price point. And if this continues, I do believe we might end up seeing Ethereum at a $1,550 price point. And why is that? So during bear markets, Bitcoin starts to claim its name. It starts to claim that it's the undefeated king of the crypto universe. And how does it do that? It does that through dominance. Now, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance numbers, we've seen a little bit of a fall here, but typically during bear markets, during recessionary phases, now this is of course the first actual recession that Bitcoin is facing, but if you look at bear markets, we should expect Bitcoin to be at least at 50% in terms of dominance and above 50% optimally, right? And if that happens, we are going to see a lot of altcoins get sucked dry of the money flowing in, right? People are going to want to move to risk off assets. And if somebody is taking risk in crypto, the most risk off they're going to go is Bitcoin and stable coins. Now, of course, those same people, they could very well think of stock market as a risk off asset as well. But as of now, because of these inflation numbers, because of Fed instructing companies to not hire more people so that inflation can be controlled, because that way the salary hikes could be controlled, is going to cause some problems for the economy, for the world economy, not just United States. And that's something that's of concern right now, because if that happens, as we've been seeing a lot of tech companies across the world actually starting to go with their layoffs because they want to cut costs. We've seen Tesla, Elon Musk, and other tech companies as well. We're going to see more of those layoffs, and that's going to cause problems because people have been spending like crazy and people have been able to make money very easily. So we are going to see that pan out, and we are going to see that result in a good correction, in my opinion. Now, these bear markets, recessions, and these corrections are very important because they take stuff that isn't really good, or maybe that doesn't provide enough value out of the markets. So if I talk about crypto markets, there's a lot of stuff that should not be in the crypto markets. There's a lot of projects that are just there to scam people. They are copies. They've just taken a GitHub repository of another open source project, changed the graphics, and they've just published the same thing as is. All of those weird ass projects which don't provide any additional value to the community are gonna get flushed out, and we're gonna start new. We're gonna start new with great stuff in the market, be it the stock markets or be it the crypto market. Do let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comments below. And as always, guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is the first video of Cryptonomy channel, but there are tons more in the store for you guys. I'm sure you know that, right? You do know it.